Wala ako dyan ah. Wala, dinis to ni Kuya Nick yung SF. Dahil pa dyan eh.
Quick start for Godsent. I imagine they just kind of want this match to be over as fast as humanly possible, or this map at least, so that they can move on to the decider, which, of course, will be Mirage. This is going to be a very straightforward round for sure, as long as Godsent don't peek into unnecessary gun rounds, or gun fights, that is. Like Jimko might have a chance here to get a free kill. That's exactly what he does into Disco Doppelin. Tries to peek out to find more, but it's only going to be the one kill. I wouldn't be disappointed by that if I were Jimko. Anyway, getting one kill can be very impactful, especially in rounds like this. 5v4 with QB Fire actually having the man advantage, but again, it is just not upgraded pistols. I really like that stack. You see it quite often around the main level, which QB Fire were in the main level, so I mean, it makes sense. It's probably used against them a couple of times. You don't see pros use it all too often, as both of these teams are now. Godsent. They have 3 players remaining, 1 AK-47 and 2 UMPs. These pistol kills haven't actually resulted in any weaponry, but QB Fire, they're in a great position to actually win this round. Boomich, he actually picked up his second kill. Jimko's going to fish things off, get that AK-47 for himself. And QB Fire, they're only going to have to buy 2 weapons in this round. Very quick back and forth there between the 2 teams. Get ecoed Godsent, however, it can go back and forth. You know how it goes. It just so happens that CT side, it's much easier to win those half-buy rounds where you have those upgraded pistols. You can hide in corners, peek out, get the kill, because you don't have to push. That's down to the terrorists. This could work in the advantage of QB Fire in the long run. 1 round off the bat already, you're not going to complain about it, especially since you already have 3 rifles, and one of them you didn't even have to purchase as a team. Vic did in fact get that first kill onto Disco Doppelin. That's the Deagle already out of the picture. And I'll have you know, Ori Nookie, I was for a whole $1, I round up. Jumqua is able to get that kill onto Hampus. 3v5. This should be a pretty cookie cutter round for QB Fire, since Godsent aren't really in the best position to make this work for them. They have to take a site, and they have to take it with just these pistols. Only a smoke and molly to their names. Incredibly simple. To get that kill onto Twist, that guarantees the round. A 5v2, you're not really gonna have a chance to win that with just a Deagle and a CZ. No ability to work with. Like Brolin getting that kill, probably as much as he could hope for, but now that he has that M4A4 in his hands, he can do much more with that. 10 seconds to get the bomb down. Brolin gets the kill. He's in the 1v3. It's possible. He just wants to get that bomb down, though. Doesn't have time, and Boomich will get the kill. Recover his teammates' M4. But that was a good round for Godsent. They got that AK out of the hands of QB Fire. Good place to be. This is looking like took a 1-round advantage to QB Fire now. Of course, after Godsent won that pistol round, they won it so convincingly. But now here they are with full saved pistols. Waterfalls is going to be able to get that first kill very easily. No kind of fight put up here. Boomich just running through, looking for frags. They want this round to be over with on both sides as quickly as possible. That's 3 rounds already for QB Fire and Godsent. They should be able to buy here. This is going to be the first gun round on both sides happening at the same time. 5 AK-47s purchased for Godsent. Freddie B is going to be able to get that first kill onto Waterfalls. The 5v4 already an advantage for Godsent, who, as you can see just by the live odds, it is in Godsent's favor. Nick is able to get that first kill onto Disco Joplin. Just kind of even things out for Jimqua, looking to get a headshot out, and he actually does on the hand, but we all know that that's not enough. With just that M4, AK-47's in the hands of Kvik. He's able to get 2 kills already, leaving it all down to Hampus and Brolan. Kvik, too fast, running through the map, gets a 4K with that AK-47. Too strong from QB Fire. They win gun round number 1. They're already up by 4. Round number 6 will begin with a half buy from Godsent. Look at those 4 CZs and Deagle. Godsent can definitely do some damage with this. They've gotten pretty far with similar setups before. However, they haven't gotten quite as far as QB Fire with the half by actually winning the round and throwing the game in their favor. Doplin already down to just 34 HP. This shouldn't be too difficult of a round for QB Fire. It all depends on how these opening picks from Godsent go. Twist, he takes a good amount of damage, but Freddie B actually gets the kill. Means Jimqua's going to be in a little bit strange. Probably not expecting Twist to go all the way into Library for that AWP. Boblina, he's in a dangerous spot now if Twist peeks out here. Able to get that kill into Freddie B. They're just keeping it nice and, well, they're keeping the man advantage to their own side over on QB Fire. Twist does have that AWP, and really, it's not about winning the round. It's about saving that up for him right now. That would really bolster the economy of Godsent going into round number 7. Twist is able to get that kill onto Boblina, and Boomich. Twist out of the picture now from Jimqua to 2v2 Godsent. They do have the bomb down. Jimqua already on 3 kills for the round. Kvik, who got 4 in the previous. First right now, but Brolan's going to shut that down. Jimqua not even going to stand a chance, peeking in the wrong direction. Both players in pit, both survive. Godsent with the second round, but that money over on QB Fire is too strong. They're going to have a double op headed into round number 7. This is going to be an interesting one, because there's so much money invested into this from QB Fire. They need to win this, or else Godsent, they're going to tie things up. Like Hampus just trying to spam through apartments, stop any kind of aggression from the counter terrorists. Pretty basic round stuff. Twist already out of the picture, dead by the hands of Kvik. Jimqua, 2 HP to his name. It's never something that you want to see this early in the round. However, it's better than dying. I would always take 2 HP over being straight up dead. Find one more kill. He looks for the third as well. He knows when to fall back. He knows when he's losing the gunfight. That's what makes these players professional, because across the board you see that happening. That's the difference between semi-pros and pros, is knowing when you're losing a gunfight, being able to walk out and get a better position for yourself. 5v3, QB Fire in a good position to full reset Godsent, especially because they still have both of those ops. The Jim very passive position. All of this Godsent had to do was do a sliver of damage, and that's exactly what he did. Through the coffins, just the tiniest amount of damage, but now he has that op. Maybe not the best pickup for him back in the day. Disco Doplin will get the kill, and now it's a 2. But Disco Doplin's break through the smoke. He finds another head on the waterfalls, but much to the advantage of Godsent after all. Boblina now in position to make this retake a possibility, but Disco back in emo. Get this kill to start things off, and now it's all down to Boblina versus Hampus. This is definitely possible, but it's going to be tricky. Trades out for the M4A1S. He only has to get one kill here, and he knows it. Throws the smoke down, throws the flash down, and he's going to go for this ninja. It's not going to happen from Hampus, however. Surprised that Hampus didn't go for the knife there, but better safe than sorry, especially when you're already down by 2 rounds. And now we're seeing QB Fire being punished for buying so aggressively in the previous round. Chance to do some damage now that these players are actually pushing up apartments. He's not going to find too much, though. Boomich actually takes a good amount of damage elsewhere. Going to end very poorly for him to begin with. Twist able to get the kill onto Vic. It's down to a 5v3 already. This should be Godsent's chance to even things out. QB Fire came off very strong at the beginning of this match by winning that first kind of 4-spot pistol round. However, Godsent, they've kind of awoken. They know what they're doing now, and Broland finds Boblina Freddy B. He's going to kill Waterfalls when the round's over like that with Twist. Getting 2 kills, as well as Freddy B. 4-4 across the board as we enter round number 9. This is where things get interesting. This is the gun round to decide who gets in control of the board. I'd say the ball is really in Godsent's court here as they have a full buy. Twist even has that AWP. It's all about how this opening pick goes. Both teams have a player in middle with the AWP. However, it will be Freddy B ripping the weaponry out of QB Fire's hands. In position to actually get multi-frags, but he's only able to find the one onto Freddy B. A trade for his teammate. And he falls short in the end as well. QB4, but Boblina, he falls back into mini pit. Is able to get one kill, but Disco Doplin too strong. He drops down, finds the frag, and most importantly, supports his team by throwing down that smoking moto. That almost guarantees this round for Godsent. It's going to be very difficult for these 2 players to find all 3 of these kills. Vic has to be able to get a kill onto one of these terraces very quickly, but they don't know is, well, Broland's in such a good position in that library to find these kills. These players on QB Fire just want to be able to save these rifles, but Broland's making that incredibly difficult. Vic is going to get that kill, just kind of secure the save at least for these players over on QB Fire. Godsent, they'll take the lead back for the first time since the pistol round. 5-4 lead to them. Tech pause from Quantum Bellator Fire. Jinkwa, only player to hold on to a weapon from the previous round. It's gonna be a tricky one for sure for these Russian players. Now in the 4v5, round number 10. This is going to be a really deciding round. If QB Fire are able to kind of lift the half by like they did the first time around, they have this hero AK setup that you see quite often nowadays. And Jimqua even has that AK-47 in hand. He's been able to get 4Ks, 3Ks galore with that weapon at this point. It's going to actually be Hamp finding that kill. Freddy Twist both of the kills. Now it's just crumbling down. It's all down to Kavik. A 1v4. Is not going to go successfully. I mean, Kavik might just want to play this for exit frags. Just try to do some kind of economic damage to Godsent. Be able to save his AK if he's able to play the exit successfully. Twist is not going to let him, however, come from the B bomb site into a safer position. It's going to be a very, very slow, deliberate round from these players over on Godsent. They want to play this safe, especially now that Kavik has already gotten that first kill on the Hampus. Do they let him save, or do they go for the kills? That's really the question at this point in time. Kavik, but Kavik may have this. No, he's actually going to fall to Brolan in the very last second. A 2-round lead for the Swedish team as we start round number 11. This is their map pick. It's to be expected for them to have some kind of lead here. In fact, QB Fire winning that second round was completely unprecedented. It could be actually a 10-0 for Godsent right now. That wouldn't have happened. But it's a little strange to be talking about what could have been when, in reality, the map is still incredibly close. We're within 2 rounds. Fire can turn this around at any point in time. It's a 3v3 right now. Waterfalls just need to win this. Has 1 HP to work with, though. That is so incredibly close. Campus just going to be watching that bomb planted position from the apartments. Double up. And him to try to retake this waterfall kill. But Hampus, he's just playing around the apartments as a whole. Just peeks out from the boiler. Kill. Now it's all down to Twist, and he falls as well. That's actually going to be the round for QB Fire. How quickly does that happen from Jimqua and Waterfalls? I mean, Waterfalls only had 1 HP for the majority of that round, and he still made it work. I like how Jimqua was trying to shoot the defuse kit over to his teammate who held the long defuse. He's still on a couple of seconds to work with, though. It's fine. 5-6 as now QB Fire start to come back against Godsent's comeback. They want complete control of this half to make their T side a definite possibility if they win that pistol round. And I mean, QB Fire, they're already 1 point up in this best of 3. If they win this map, that's the whole shebang doodle. They'll be playing the final for the 10K. It for sure seems like a difficult situation for these players over on Godsent, especially now that they're on 5 AKs, but it's not all sunny days for QB Fire anyway, as Balblina only has that UMP to work with. Double op on that CT side is so hard to put up with for Godsent. So have much training happen again. They have to do so much work, but Brolan just runs out, peeks out, able to get that kill very early on. This retake is completely possible because if you look, Balblina, he's just hiding. As soon as he actually peeks his head out, he's going to have it completely removed. 3v4, this is entirely winnable from QB Fire once again. However, they only have 2 ops looking to make this retake possible. As Jimqua is just going to fall back to save, as are the other 2 players. It's going to be 7 rounds for Godsent, 5 for QB Fire at the end of round number 12. It's all about whether or not these players over on the CT side are going to be able to save these weapons now. This is not a pretty sight for QB Fire. They had total control of this half at one point. But now Godsent, they're 1 round away from winning the half. 9 rounds away from winning the entire map and pushing us to Mirage. It's nice to see things be so close between these two teams already. QB Fire, they only need one of these maps, is where Godsent need both. Looks like it is going to be a save from the 2 players that didn't save in the previous round. To be expected after getting full reset. Still just going to be 5 AK-47s from these players at Godsent. If Junkwa is able to get a kill with his M4, as well as Kvik getting at least one with his AWP, this should be an easy win for this round. It's going to be Berlin to fall to Waterfalls now. Kvik still in position, watching that push from Carr. Definitely looking like a slow and steady round from Godsent. It's so incredibly close, and both players that are only on CZs for QB Fire, they're playing in the same corner because they want to be able to get these kills and the weaponry. Boblina is able to get that first kill into Freddy B, but maybe they won't overextend themselves. Actually, you know what? They go for the gun. They actually pick it up successfully. Disco Doplin's not able to hit any of his shots right now. These players on QB Fire are just dancing around him like a ballerina. Absolutely. By pure chance. They weren't even 100% sure where he was coming from. Oh, but Waterfalls, he's able to find out Twist. Just a little bit of an overextension. So Doplin is finally able to find a kill onto Kvik. You're not able to dance too quickly. Not able to outdance the spray pattern of an AK-47. This is looking like a very simple round for QB Fire. So Doplin, he looks to put a thorn in the side of these counter terrorists. It's now falling down to Hampus versus Boblina, but Boblina will win it. Disco Doplin, he got 3 kills. He made that an entire possibility for his team, but QB Fire will be picking up his 6th. The double op setup's gone, but they will have at least 1 saved here. Waterfalls did get 2 out of the 5 kills, with Boblina finding the remaining 3. If QB Fire win this, Godsent, they're not going to have very much money. They're going to have enough to, I'd say, force one more time. They have 2 players at 4,300. It won't be too bad, Godsent, economically. However, QB Fire in a position where if they win the 7th round, they're probably going to be able to win an 8th as well. Especially because they still have that double op in Waterfalls. He's getting incredibly aggressive, and it doesn't pay off. He misses the shot. Freddy B walks away with 39 HP. Triple stack in Banana is Kvik. Burning alive. That grenade could have been enough to end it if only it had landed in the right position. Doplin, he's looking to just do crazy amounts of damage. Kvik down to just 7. Goodness, but Chumkwa, he returns it. Freddy B at 2. Disco Doplin at 15. Across the board, this is absolute madness. Absolute madness as we enter the final 2 rounds of half number 1. Waterfalls will get the first kill onto Hampus. Not looking like a crazy round. Waterfalls is able to get that kill onto Broland. This is the Waterfalls that we were seeing on Train that actually helped QB Fire get to victory, and it's really exciting to see him kind of show up here in Inferno. It's late in the first half, but well, he got 2 free op kills without a trade in sight. The bomb, however, is looking to go B. Despite having a player in Twist over towards Arches, he could flank and get a kill or 2 over towards that B bomb site. Really open things up for his team. I think that's exactly what he's going to go for here. I think these players on QBF may be expecting it. Find Kvik, Jimqua as well. It's down to a 2v3, and in fact, it's going to have to be a retake from these counter-terrorists. They definitely have the firepower to make this work, but now Twist has that AWP in hand. It's a post-plant. Getting this kill into Disco Doplin, very important to at least approaching the site. Oh, but now Waterfalls knows exactly what Twist is. It is a duel of some amazing oppers now. It's actually going to be Boomich to get the kill on the opper. It's all down to Disco Doppler to really stop this bomb from being defused, but he can only do so much. Waterfalls, he gets the kill. 3 for him in this round. 6 rounds for QB Fire, or rather 7 now. Sorry, it doesn't update automatically when the bomb either goes off or is defused. 7-7 is your scoreline headed into the final round of half number 1. This is a really important round. It really determines who has the momentum going for them headed into half number 2. And winning that second pistol round is going to be stupid important for whichever team actually pulls it off. Waterfalls is in position to get a kill off onto Twist right off the bat. 5 AKs turned into 4 just like that. Vanished into thin air. Very aggressive towards middle. Doesn't want anybody to take any control of either the archway or bracket, as this map remains just as even as the first. In fact, this is less even than the first. Oh, we're getting the little graphical bug where the stickers are floating in the air. That's nice. Love seeing that. Both ops considerably lit. Waterfalls only with a 1 kill onto Twist. Still a 4v5, entirely winnable for Godsent. Flash out in position. Well, Freddie B is able to get 1, but Balblina is absolutely going to clean up with Waterfalls finding a second frag as well. 8 rounds for QBF after half number 1 comes to a finish. I mean, looking at the odds for this match, it definitely seems like it should be a little bit Godsent-sided, but this has been incredibly even throughout so far. Definitely not too pretty over on Godsent, considering this was their map pick. They were by far the favorites on this map, statistically speaking. Thrown out. They're going to be able to do some good damage. He's already found 1, 2, and 3 with that CZ. It's going to shut down a lot of the possibility over from this T side. It's Freddie B playing from New Box. He's looking to do some damage himself. 2v4 not looking too likely, especially now that Waterfalls is all alone, very low on HP. Disco Doppler had no hard time finishing that out. Godsent have won both pistol rounds, despite it being so incredibly close. Too early to call this map for sure. 16 rounds have been played, and they've been split perfectly in half. QB Fire, they won their half buy in the second round over on half number 1. However, this is T-side. It's far more difficult to do that. Simcoe's gonna have no hard time getting 2 entry frags with that CZ. That is absolutely incredible. Twist is gonna try to make this retake possible, but it's gonna be difficult. That smoke's down. Only a UMP recovered for Jimco, but now Waterfalls has one as well. Berlin's going to be able to get that kill. Jimco trying to fall into emo. How interesting of a round is this? Just trying to plant the bomb, but Berlin's going to be able to get both kills. They're just jumping up and down from those flower pots. Now it's down to a 2v2, but Kvik countering the flank. Might actually be able to do this if he gets his first kill off towards Broland, who's playing this like an absolute champ. 4 kills, not the ace. Denied. Twist might be the one to shut this down after all. Oh my goodness, he has time, and it looks like Kvik may be attempting this. Both players are extremely low. It's really just down to the first player whose shot connects no matter what. M4 versus M4, 13 HP versus 2 HP. It's like Kvik going all the way. Twist is finally starting to sense that something's going on. And he will get the kill. With 2 HP to his name, he wins the round for Godsent, just barely. That is some good economic damage onto that counter-terrorist team. They're not going to have too strong of an economy. I mean, look at these players having to buy up. They're going to have next to nothing Look at that. In fact, I mean, they're probably going to win this round, but if they lose the next, they're only going to be able to buy one round, very similarly to this. I mean, QBF losing the 4v2, however, it was only a half fight. They didn't all have great weapons. And to be fair, Broland played that like an absolute champion. Got 4 kills, his teammate only had to get 1, and now with the full save, this is finally going to be double digits for Godsent on their own map pick. And Boomich last standing, and now they're not even going to be standing for too long. Vic is able to get a kill onto Disco Doplin, just making that economy suffer a little bit more. A win in this round for QB Fire would be huge, though we'll see how it all ends up at the end of the day. QB Fire is still within 2 rounds of Godsent. They can still easily win this. It's looking like Boomich and Waterfall looking towards that archway, but now they know that Twist is watching. Not only that, but that Molotov being thrown down, that really puts a wrench in the plans for these QB Fire players. Boomich falls as well. Those are two of some of the more impactful players on this map. Those are two of some of the more impactful players on this map.
Terrorystów przy życiu i powiedzmy, że powoli szanse tej rundy się odwracają na korzyść QBF. Ale wracając, fajny pomysł, fajny zamysł. Wejście, zaatakowanie 4 terrorystów od środka plus oczywiście od dywanów. Wysunięty ten terrorysta, poczekanie po prostu na rotację oraz zamknięcie terrorystów ze środka przez respa CT. Mogłoby to być bardzo całkiem i fajne, no ale niestety widzimy tutaj już Dziemka, Pac i przy życiu sam Fik.
Jak dla mnie troszeczkę przekombinowana runda, mimo tego, że pomysł był, ale kto... Za moment wszystko się ustabilizuje. Ja już dostałem informację, że za moment poleci restart, więc nie musimy się martwić o sytuację na mapie.
A my tutaj, halo czat, halo witajcie, ja mam takie pytanie. Napiszcie spodziewany wynik drugiej mapy Inferno. Czy to będzie 16, tak tutaj Ekaus napisał 16, 8, tylko nie napisał dla kogo
wydaje,
też.
Że admin spadnie z krzesła jak na GG League'u i dojdzie do walkowera po spotkaniu.
Też może być tak oczywiście. Napiszcie wyniki, jakie to obstawiacie, czy to jest QBF, czy też Godsent, halo czat, zabawcie się z nami.
No właśnie tak teraz wspominamy, ja byłem w Opolu hostując scenę przez 2 dni tego turnieju na GG League'u i powiem szczerze, że to co się tam wydarzyło to jest po prostu istna masakra. Klip, w którym jeden z graczy, nie wiem czy widzieliście, możecie na GG League sobie to zobaczyć na Facebooku, obejrzało w ciągu kilku godzin ponad 200 000 osób na świecie. Jeden z adminów spadł po prostu za scenę, no i mimo tego, że wyglądało to strasznie w pewnym momencie, była to mega komiczna sytuacja. Zresztą mówię, zobaczcie sami, czy to na moim fanpage'u, czy też Godsent na Facebooku. Zapraszamy serdecznie.
Ja oczywiście poznałem gościa o Niku Rzeszów z mojego rodzinnego miasta. No ale wracając do meczu 11-8 dla Godsent i tam dobry nade ze strony antyterrorystów, 55 HP. GMK po swojej stronie. No, zobaczmy, teraz trochę już postopowali ich zawodnicy rosyjskiej organizacji QBF. Już nie grają aż tak bardzo agresywnie, co przekłada to się już powoli na rundy na korzyść, a to no Godsent. Przepraszam.
No, ciekawa sytuacja. W tej chwili Quantum nie straci te ważne rundy i ta kolejna może okazać się też stratą jeżeli chodzi o tą mapę, bo jeżeli nie uda ich się teraz odrobić tych strat, to później Godsent wydaje mi się, że spokojnie utrzyma sytuację, tym bardziej, że grają teraz po stronie CT.
Ale też zobacz, jeden zawodnik na midzie, dwóch dopiero dobiegających, trochę niepotrzebnie, wiedzą, że mają troszeczkę gorszy tam asortyment broni, chociaż jest też ta jedno AK. Ze strony próbują pojedynczo wychylać się po prostu na swoich przeciwników, co skutkuje tak naprawdę tylko śmiercią z ich strony.
Ja się zastanawiam, co tak naprawdę ma na myśli w tej rundzie znowu Quantum Fire. Oni strasznie kombinują, jakby nie mieli pomysłu na tą mapę Inferno. No i teraz duże zamieszanie. 2 na 3. Brolan z szansą teraz na kolejne fragi, ale Waterfall jest idealnie teraz schowany. Do tego jeszcze jeden z zawodników Quantum na cmentarzu. Freddy B podejdzie od konektora, ale też Brolan teraz zabija przeciwnika. No i Waterfall zostaje sam, więc to runda dla zawodników Godsent.
No i Brolan 4 fragi to z jego strony podczas tej rundy, no pięknie można powiedzieć, że on był filarem teraz tutaj dla swojej drużyny, no i w tym wypadku 12-8 i powoli już bardzo niebezpiecznie się zaczyna robić dla QBF. Widzimy tutaj 5 rund z rzędu wygranych dla Godsent, 3 przez eliminację, jedno przez próbę zachowania i teraz oczywiście przez rozbrojenie, no i w tym wypadku sytuacja ekonomiczna po terrorystów zaczyna być coraz bardziej, a to bardziej niekorzystna, no i twist z pierwszym antyfragiem.
Mamy też taką małą prośbę, aby za moment po zakończeniu tej rundy podgłosić troszeczkę mój voice, mój głos, aby tutaj lepiej było słychać transmisję. No a my przenieśmy się na mapę, ponieważ 4 na 3 Godsent ma tutaj delikatną przewagę, a Roland wyeliminowany. Może tutaj Quantum jednak jeszcze powalczy w rundzie numer 21. Mamy ustawienie przy środku. Paka zapewne będzie zmierzać za chwilkę w kierunku banana, ale tam ustawiony jest przecież Campus AWP. To będzie bardzo trudne zadanie, aby coś zmienić w tej rundzie.
No i niepotrzebnie też troszeczkę zabawa ze strony QBF. Nie wiem, czy to jest ich teraz pomyłki są związane z po prostu niemyślenia czy czegoś innego, ale niepotrzebne są też takie dziwne zachowania, nie wiem, podczas Quick zachowywał się tutaj jak Mario, troszeczkę zaczął sobie skakać po prostu. No i w tym wypadku 13 runda po stronie QBF.
Tak, i zwróćmy uwagę na to, że Godsent ucieka. Quantum ma niestety bardzo duże problemy i według mnie jest to już powoli mapa dla zawodników Godsent. Jeżeli tak się stanie, zobaczymy na tablicy wyników rezultat 1-1. No i trzecią mapę, która może być zaskoczeniem dla wszystkich.
Tutaj Krzysiu podgłosiłem i teraz się na pewno będzie już lepiej.
Przy okazji też poinformujemy, że będzie kolejna transmisja. Oczywiście Imperial kontra Avengers. Nie wiem chyba czy dobrze właśnie tutaj wymówiłem to drużynę, ale za chwilkę sprawdzę. Jest to mecz ćwierćfinału ostatni w turnieju. Tak, Avangard, dokładnie, Avengers. No, myliło się z tym sławnym filmem, w którym się tak tyle mówi. No ale oczywiście myślę, że w tym meczu też nie zabraknie tych emocji.
Trzecią.
Could easily win this round now. It's a 5v3, 2 ops. I mean, that's easy to overcome, especially now that they're in the 2v4. Just those 2 AWPs. They know where one is at least. That's easy to smoke off. Just smoke off Moto. Simple. The bomb being planted already as Boomich gets in position in mini pit. This is going to be a doozy. QB Fire able to win this round. Do some good economic damage to Godsent. Since these ops are just trying to save right now, they need that double op setup going into the next round. For sure. Especially because their money isn't all there for their teammates. They're going to be able to force decently around those AWPs if they choose to, but it's not a given round in round number 23 for sure. QB Fire could be pushing double digits right here. And if they get those ops out of the hands of Godsent in the next round, it's not going to be pretty at all, which is why I'm not quite sure if this counter-terrorist team is going to force buy around this op at all. This is not a pretty sight to see. Godsent, they are fully bought up here, but they don't have much money to spare if they are not able to pick up this round. Campus looking for the kill, though that Molotov in car is very effective of stopping Hoppers. That is for sure. Smoke's being thrown out towards that A bomb site, and it just looks like QBF are trying to get as much map control as they can right now. They know where Twist is with that AW. In fact, the no-scope comes out, and it even lands a shot, but Boomich is just going to not quite killed. At least not yet. It's a 4v3 after Boblina falls as well to Freddy B. Campus finally being able to get a kill with that AWP. He's been trying to for so long. Waterfall's dead, lifeless on the ground in the 2v4. This is Godsent. Full resetting QB Fire. It's definitely their chance to finish this map off very quickly. Very tricky situation for QBF. We're going to be at 14-9. This is all assuming they don't win the 2v4. Which, I mean, they're in position to be able to get this frag on the Freddy B fairly simply. Jimco's just not correct. He gets the one kill, and he knows that there's one also ready to follow up rather quickly. But now it's just about to get that bomb plant, it seems. Campus is able to kill Kvik, but not until that bomb's planted. Jimco might actually be able to get this kill on the top as well. He's in the 1v1. This is a possibility now. Jimco just needs to find his third and final kill of the round, but Berlin's been playing absolutely insane in this map. QBF win this round? I mean, Counter-Strike's a mental game, and that'll be devastating to Godsent. Looks like Jimco's gonna do it as well with a 3K. Picks up the op, winning the 2v4 for his team. Oh my goodness gracious. QB Fire with the double digits within 3 rounds of Godsent. And now these players on the Swedish side, they don't have the money to buy into this round. We're gonna see a couple of upgraded pistols, I'm sure, because like Campus has $3,500. Oh my goodness gracious. Fire in a position now where they can pick up an 11th round, and if they win the next gun round, it'll be all tied up. Does seem as if these players over on Godsent a little over their heads. Freddy B not able to get that kill onto Jimco, unfortunately. The crouching, uncrouching that Jimco is doing definitely saved his life there. With Twist now in position to do what his teammate couldn't. He might actually find a kill. He does find one, but no more than that. Waterfall's out of the picture. That op has been dropped. Jimco will be recovering it for his team, but this round, it's already for the books. This is going to be an 11th for QB Fire. Godsent have not won this map yet. If they won the previous round, it would practically be over, but QB Fire, they're still alive, they're still kicking. This is great.
Bomb has been planted.
Will gets a kill onto Disco Doppelin, really just holding on to that AWP so that the bomb go off. Oh my goodness! Berlin goes for the knife kill and misses it. Only getting the first right click out towards Boblina. 11 rounds down for QB Fire, 13 for Godsent. They're going to be able to buy here, but it's not going to be as convincing as that strong economic lead that they once had. QB Fire win this round. They will tie up this game in round 26. However, I'm getting a little ahead of myself. Round 5 still has to happen. But as Waterfalls just peeks out and kills Twist, without even putting forth an effort, it seems. That is so frustrating to deal with on the other side. And, well, it's a mental game. That gunfight happening is frustrating for the team as a whole. However, it has been traded for Jimqua. Campus being able to get the kill to Kvik. It's staying nice and even to Waterfalls. He's able to find another kill into Freddy B. It's 3v3, and, well, both teams have a player severely injured. It's a one bullet anywhere death kind of scenario for either of these players. But Waterfalls, he's already picked up 2 kills for himself. as has Hampus. This is a very even round. Not only that, but this is an incredibly important round overall. You have one player over in Graveyard, which has to be able to stop him entirely. Oh my goodness, he can't find the position. Now it's all down to Waterfalls. A 14th round for Godsent. They needed that, and they needed that very quickly. It's going to be a buy from QB Fire here, and they need to be able to win this round to push the full reset onto Godsent. A reset coming out now would be absolutely devastating, and QB Fire can still have a chance to come back into this. They need to win 5 in a row to win this without pushing overtime. They'll need to win 4 in a row if they lose this round. So the likelihood of winning 4 in a row after losing this round is unlikely, considering they have full bought into this round, and they're not going to be able to afford to buy like this again. Twist. That first kill for absolutely free. Mirage is looking definite at this point in time. That CZ that he's done so much damage with before. Just looking for damage across the board. Roland. Kill onto Gavik, but Moblina is able to trade it out. What an incredible performance from Godsent after QB Fire really was playing those mental games strong against Godsent at the beginning of the game, especially by winning that second round, turning things back in their favor and having the lead for a significant period of time. Much as winning the half, but Godsent, they've taken it back under their control. Winning both pistols, that means they're statistically going to win the game. All be down to Mirage after all this time. One map will decide everything for both of these teams. Lots of hard work for QB Fire ahead of them, especially since it's all down to Boblina and Waterfalls versus 3. We've seen crazier things happen, but Twist is going to get the double spray down, pick up the op for himself as well. This is map point. QB Fire don't have any money. We'll be seeing Mirage most definitely after this round. Very strong performance from Godsent on their own map, and they are going to be able to win it. And we're going to be seeing Mirage. It's honestly beautiful. It's beautiful to see how this goes. Some great Counter-Strike. These games have been incredibly close so far. Not as close as they were in the first map, but Waterfalls already taken out of the picture by Twist. Disco Doppler. Stop it and kind of push up towards middle, which is exactly where these stairs are trying to go. Already all the way up apartments. They just gotta push out and be able to get that bomb down as fast as possible. Roland with the double spray down. He's going to stop any hope from QBF, already getting 3 of the kills. We'll be back shortly with map number 3.